Yo, what's up guys? In the trade recap from Monday, the 6th of April, right after Easter, and I can already say happy Easter, where that already has passed, and I hope everyone had a good Easter. But getting into this win, making 650 bucks day trading the Nasdaq. So getting onto the high time frame, I was actually neutral. Why? First of all, yes, we are in high time frame bullish structure, but one thing, we are making an S&T with this high. That's one thing. Well, obviously it is not yet confirmed, but it's something to keep mind of. The next, on ES, we have only one gap here on the hourly, and we do inverse it pre-market. Here we're only inverse one, as there's another. So one thing, we are bouncing from this hourly gap, but we also have this bearish gap. So this could play out that we come up to this hourly and then continue. What is going on with this tool? Okay, I gotta have like something turned on in the settings, and we start taking out lows, but obviously at the same time we could just inverse it and continue higher. So I'm neutral, as in my opinion. We could be going both ways, although I was favoring the bullish bias. And what is going on here, bro? Two hours pre-market, and we've got a huge ass candle. This is literally a bigger candle than the market open candle from yesterday. Okay, back. Pre-market, we have this data low that is inside of this 15-minute gap. So now we're delivering both from a hourly gap and now a 15-minute gap, as we are sweeping data lows inside of a 15-minute gap. We get it. Also, we get an S&T on these lows, and kind of having it confirmed. Well, later it will get mitigated, but for now we are breaking structure to the upside, even this swing low. So now we are in bullish 5-minute trend. So what am I looking at? Actually, even pre-market swept out this low. So what am I looking at? Obviously just a 1 minute or a 5-minute continuation confluence. This is actually a 5-minute break retracement, so I wouldn't count this as the retracement we need. Like, I wouldn't rate since this happened, I wouldn't enter now, I need another 5-minute retrace after we set the bias on the 5-minute. So what we actually end up doing is we break this the 1 minute, we break structure on the 1 minute, we inverse this 1 minute gap, and get a resweep. But what is important, we don't even break the 79% extension. I need to see which one is it, which low, this high. We don't even break the 79% extension on the 5-minute. Obviously, I would be, if we broke structure here, I would be starting to look for shorts, but we don't do it. And actually we also sweep that low on ES. Maybe the market just wanted to sweep out this data low on both indexes. That may be the case. So now we're delivering from a resweep of market open lows inside of a 15-minute, we have bullish structure. So what do we need? We need us to start rejecting bearish confluences. And so we get these two 1 minute for value gaps. I just need this one to get inversed, and I'm entering. So actually we play this out perfectly. I was literally saying that I would want us to get a retrace to like this or this for value gap before inversing it, so you can have a better stop and have a protected 1 minute low. Unfortunately, we do inverse it with a big candle, and well, this is kind of negative RR, and I didn't want to just completely like put my stop like here. So I just had to wait for some kind of retrace. It was exactly 3.7. Okay, that doesn't matter really. We actually create a 1 minute for value gap, which actually is very nicely aligned with equilibrium. I just set my limit here, and we actually even tap into OTE. So this is actually a very nice retrace. Even if you put it here, that's a 2.13 RR on just the first day profit being London high. And yeah, basically immediate reaction. Had my break even on here on this 1 minute high. The really only thing I didn't like about the trade, but it was still worth entering in my opinion. Oh my god, now it's gonna my internet is bugging so much today. We had an SMT at these highs. Okay, why is this still Nasdaq? Okay, I'm not even gonna go there. We had an SMT on this high when I entered. So this was really the only thing that maybe this SMT would cause us to retrace into like get a 5 minute retrace, Probably not sweep out this low again, but could be a matter of like coming here and then only going higher, but of course, but I would say us, especially putting this high so close to London high, we probably would have taken it out. This was also news, right? This was like PMI or something. So yeah, one more thing is that this candle here had so much like momentum and displacement. So there was like so many orders here around here that it isn't surprising that we actually came for a resweep of this area. So this is really something to keep in mind of, and that I'm for sure gonna include in the journal of this day. That, well, even if a candle displaces really hard, could want to calm down again and take out those orders piled around here. I didn't even want to go for like this is like a 1 hour high from like way back. But I was happy with this because after all we could have the possibility of reversing off of this high, and I mean I was just happy with this. If I was like on a live, I would have taken partials for sure, but on the funded, on the EVA, I'm just happy enough with a 1.37 RR, and I'm not also sure whether this was not only like PMI but also like some war news, because this candle was displacing like only like around here once we got it and suddenly like shot super high up. So I'm not even sure, but I wasn't really worried about news, especially that the entry was 13 minutes before the news, and from what I get, the actual PMI was very mild. It caused like, I don't know, this big of a movement, like on live. So yeah, I think this is it. Good trading day. First trade in like 2 weeks. Unfortunately, there were a few good setups that I didn't enter, but the last time was just really mid conditions, except like, I don't know, 3 days maybe. So yeah, I'm gonna come today, which by the time I post this will already have happened, with an open mind and yeah, no pressure, having a nice day. Really clean trade in my opinion, something that I definitely consider worth taking. And yeah, see you next time.